Pleasant good day to viewers of IKTV and listeners of Boom FM. Today we are in the community of Rockies on the outskirts of Kingston, and for a lot of family here, today is not a pleasant day. We are currently on site where this morning heavy downpour, heavy rain would have caused a number of houses to be demolished, to be swept away. Some families are currently at this moment trying to get hold of whatever little possession they can. Okay, right in front of me here, you can see an entire house has been demolished, has been destroyed, has been swept away because of heavy rain. Right over here, you see a meter. That meter was connected to the house. This is where the house was. Now, if you can see here, this is what remains of the house. Below, the owner of the house, Doctor, is trying to get, trying to salvage whatever he can get. It's very slippery here, so we have to be careful. Okay. Dexter and his family was in the house when rain started to pour. However, in the split of 10 seconds, as soon as he and his family was able to left the house just completely moved. Everything, most of his items have been destroyed. As I said before, he's trying to salvage some of what remains. I am here, and a number of persons are here, including the Member of Parliament for the East Kingston constituency, Mr. Bramble. Mr. Bramble, good day, sir.
Yeah, good day, good day.
Okay, Mr. Bramble, earlier today we saw you on the ground. As soon as this took place, you were on the ground. And you have been traveling around your constituency. Just give us an idea of the sort of damage you have seen.
Well, thanks for having me. First of all, let me apologize for not having my mask. When rushing out of the vehicle, I forgot it in my vehicle. So it's not like I'm being irresponsible here. Just want to make that quite clear. Yeah, right now we are on the premises of Dexter Lewis, who's a resident of Rockies. You can see him down below trying to salvage. He's a dad with 5 kids was living in this house, and the whole house just collapsed. The entire house is gone. This is up Rockies, a little bit above the road, not too far from Dexter, Ian Edwards, his family. His whole house collapsed, and I guess you'll get to that eventually. There are several other areas and residents where you had slippage of soil, backyards. One lady, Annie's back wall, the downstairs back wall, almost gone. So it's a lot of damage here, and it's important that people understand the severity of this. You know, unfortunately, this is happening in the light of La SOUFRIÈRE and all the challenges that we already have. I think what we need to focus on right now, though, is immediate relief for the 2 families which have lost their homes. You know, I've spoken with Dexter, I've spoken with Ian, and we have to try to figure out some way to at least find relief for them. They have to find somewhere to go to stay, at least for the foreseeable future. You know, the damage and so on, we can deal with that later on, but the preservation of life and making sure that these families are housed and they can have food to eat and so on, that is paramount right now. So whoever is listening, anybody can help, please reach out and let's make sure that these families are taken care of. Unfortunately, it seems like the rain is not going to subside anytime soon. So hopefully nothing more like this happens, but it is possible because, you know, once rain is coming under these circumstances, anything is possible. So we also have to be very careful, the rest of us.
Okay, Mr. Bramble, I also heard you said that you were trying to reach out to the Prime Minister. Have you got in touch with the Prime Minister, and what sort of what would you be communicating to the Prime Minister?
Well, I'm reaching out to the Prime Minister simply, one, because I'm the parliamentary representative for the constituency, and secondly, he is the Minister of National Security, right? I haven't gotten in touch with him as yet. I spoke with his security. He was busy at the time, but they guaranteed that he would get back to me. I'm basically reaching out to him to let him know what's happening as the MP and to appeal to him for immediate assistance for the residents. That's all. That's the level of representation I want to give. Right now, I can't think about politics right now. Right now, we have to think about the safety and the security of our people and the welfare of these two families. The Prime Minister, as I said, he's the man in charge of the national security of our country. This is a national security issue of sorts because families are being displaced. And so it's in that capacity that I've reached out to.
And in terms of you personally, and I know you have a connection to this constituency, coming from this area, and so how do you feel personally with regards to this?
I mean, man, I don't know where to begin. You know, I shed a tear too when I was in my car. Luckily, I have my colleague Chieftain come. Luckily, I have my colleague Chieftain Neptune with me. Chieftain and I are very good friends outside of being political colleagues. And, you know, it just so happened that he came by me early this morning just to hail me up and check me out. And then I got the call that this was happening. So he's been with me and he's really been providing me with a little bit of strength and courage that is necessary. I mean, I'm a soldier, don't get me wrong. You know, but these things are really, it's heartbreaking, man. And this could happen to anybody. You know, this could happen to anybody. So we got to make sure we reach out. Everyone in the community. And I'm so proud of the people in Rockies, in East Kingston generally. This is a strong community. Rockies and East Kingston, Sign Hill and so on, they are known for community spirit. So you can see the evidence of that right now. Everybody in the village came out to give support, even though they couldn't do anything much physically. You know, the building has already, the house has already been destroyed and so on. So, Dexter, if you want to, I want to come and just, this is IKTV and boom. Yeah, he's been interviewed a couple of times. He's overwhelmed.
I'll come back to you. Okay, so he's this is the owner of the house next in the background. We'll speak with him a while from now. Let me just engage Mr. Neptune because Mr. Neptune, you're the caretaker for North Central Windward, and you have your folks, you know, your supporters in those areas, in shelters now. What has been the situation like with regards to that?
Well, good morning to all. Why I was at Bramble's home is that every morning I head to the NDP headquarters. We are distributing food packages there. So I got in town early and decided to stay by Bramble before I go to the headquarters to distribute packages. While we were there, we heard about house that was washed away by the heavy downpour of rain. So we what was encouraging for me is that camaraderie of people. I want to say it was really encouraging and pleasant to see the Rocky community came out to help their brothers and sisters in a time like this. Where my people are concerned, I am in the shelters, and I also joined with Musty Company, I believe, in distributing food packages to displaced people in private homes. And so, for me personally, I move around to the shelters. The NDP headquarters will distribute food packages to persons in private homes that were displaced, and with Mustique, we also distribute food packages to people in displaced who have been displaced and in private homes. So that's what I've been doing. I think Dexter is ready for you guys, and I want to thank you guys to come here to show what's happening, so that the people, the viewing public, can see what's happening here live today, and they can also lend their support.
To the thank you, Mr. Neptune, and keep up the good job.
Yes.
We want to engage you a bit because the gentleman is here, and definitely things is going to be challenging for Dexter Lewis, and his family, and he would definitely need your support. Now here is Dexter Lewis, and Dexter Lewis is the homeowner, whose house has just been swept away because of the heavy downpour of rain this morning. Mr. Lewis, good to sir. Okay, First of all, let me convey, my heartfelt sympathy on what has transpired here today. I know it's a very difficult time for you because you have a family. How much person is in your household? How much person was living here with you?
Six.
Six. And this morning, could you just give us what happened this morning before your house was swept away?
Well, I woke up about 4:30, had myself a cup of coffee. So I decided now I'm going to clean up the kitchen and whatever. Children all was up, just my biggest daughter, she was still sleeping. So while I'm in the kitchen, clean up, I hear a bang on the house. So I thought the children was playing. So I said, listen, too early, I'll go back in all their bed. So I went back, washing. Then when I look outside the window, I see a small slide top side of the house. So small slide. So I figured that was the banger here in the house. So washing. Then I see that start cracking and the top of up they start spilling over. I said, no, something ain't right. So I took the children out, carried them down in that part of the house. The toilet and the bathroom.
Okay.
And I came back up.
This is where you see in this machine over here. So you put them. Okay.
So then, when I came back up, I see cracks start to get bigger. So I decided to happen. Nah, it's ain't right. So I went, woke up my daughter, and we all went down there. There's a back door over there. So I unbolted the door, and when I push, the door jammed. So I had to use my shoulders now. Push against it to open. And the minute we come out and step on the bank there, the whole thing just come down and the whole house just go.
Just a split seconds, a few seconds, and then the house just
gone.
Gone. Wow. How long have you been living here prior to this incident?
Well, about 40 years.
You've been living here for 40 years, and you have never experienced anything like this before?
Never. I mean, I had a little slippage here in the, just the top slide come off, clean up and be good. But never.
Then the entire house has demolished.
Nothing more than my life and my children's life. Yeah. Which I'm thankful to God for.
But we saw you down here earlier picking up some stuff. What was stuff you
I was trying to achieve my wallet that had my ID card and everything inside it. So I was trying to get that. And my dad was very passionate over her shoes that she bought for school. And the school is open. So I was mostly getting just them two items.
Those items. What do you want persons to know? For you, where do you go from here? You need accommodation. Where do you have anywhere you can go at this moment? And
well, for this present time, I didn't even think about that. I getting across to that. I'm just trying to come to terms with the grip that the house is gone. My children are safe, and from there, I'm trying to walk myself through. But I have to calm down a bit and try to focus. Whatever.
And definitely, you would need some sort of help to rebuild. Are you thinking about rebuilding here, or probably go elsewhere? What are your thoughts at this moment?
Probably I'll try to be relocated.
You try to relocate?
Because after this, I don't think I can live in here again.
And how would you summarize today? How do you feel at this moment? What are you going through in terms of?
Well, honestly, it's like it didn't happen. Because I still ain't believe that, I'm homeless. Because there's no anger, there's no vexation, there's no sorry, there's nothing in me right now. Maybe later on when it, everything over and done and I calm down, things might. But for now, I don't really worry.
You're not worrying.
Not worrying for.
But you still need some support. What do you think you need at the immediate? Because there are persons who are looking, they probably would want to help. What do you want people to know? What do you want at this very moment?
I lost everything. So I would have like different people to rebuild, get some clothes and get whatever for my kids and myself. And I'd be very grateful.
And how can people reach out to you?
Well, my number, you can call me by my number. That's 526-6497. And I'll be grateful for anybody who can, assist me. Whatever.
So folks, you have heard it here. You heard it from Mr. Lewis. Mr. Lewis, thank you for taking the time out for us. We do hope you get the support that you need. I think the whole country in general is really sympathetic to what is happening here for you. And, we're just wishing you the best, and hopefully more support will come forward and support. So folks, if you're listening this live, we're here in Rockies. We have just spoken to the homeowner, Dexter Lewis. Dexter Lewis' house was located here. A while ago, Vinlec came and they removed the electrical wires, the meters and so forth. And now the house, everything has sort of switched to this area because of this landslide that just took place. And Dexter definitely would want to to get some sort of support. Okay, so if you know anybody who can help, um, get in touch with Dexter and please try and provide some support for him because we are thinking already that we are out of the red zone, orange zone area, and we are in safety. But today, it is an indication that this country is not safe. NEMO have also issued warning that there will be Laha, heavy mud flow, and so forth that will be coming towards these parts where water can flow, where river is. So we are asking everybody to be safe. The rain is about to come down, so we have to end this broadcast. But Dexter, thank you again, and just may God bless you, man.
Thanks for your support.
Okay, folks, goodbye and take care. So if you're looking, let me just. These are just the only few items that Lewis was able to salvage. You could see the tablet there is still intact, shoe, umbrella, and I think Dexter was looking for his wallet and he was able to find his wallet. So in that regards, he has some good news. But folks, he would definitely need our help. Okay, thank you and take care. That's how you going up.